Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted. But the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw Penix. Into the hands of London. Here now a third down and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 8.
To the air. Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Oh, what a move. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Browns nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Shadur. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
Now Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game... Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action now. Sanders. And he rifles one incomplete. The Browns come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Come on. Hey! Bronco 80.
Sanders to throw. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the Falcons' 14-yard line.
7 Pirates. 19 Tiger. That's your man.
From the gun, it's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And a good effort on the return there. It gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Okay,
Line
ready?
of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. Evades him at the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and the running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best block. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 2nd and a couple. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At their 48-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Warriors 70.
Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
An 8-yard pickup.
Here's Penix.
First down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Penix. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are once again back in front. On for the extra point is Folk. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
70 Ranger. Bronco 80.
Throwing, Sanders. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Penix working out of the gun here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Browns 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
An inside run with Jenkins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 870.
Here's Sanders. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Jack, hurt. Go.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Sanders. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the shotgun, Sanders. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
79 Bronco. Cowboys tracking 60.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Track. Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing again at Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs and that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that gets them back within 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The Folks' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go, Scott.
Now Sanders. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll give it to Jenkins. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bronco 18. Let's go. 19. Bronco 80.
On play action, here's Shedeur. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
65, Cat. 65.
Sanders to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Riggs.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Falcons 30, Browns 24. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go. At the 60. At the 60.
To the air, Penix. This is caught by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
At the 37-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Go, Warriors 70. Bronco with
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Come on, set, go.
Play action. It's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Ready.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Sanders from the gun. He'll throw. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Sanders. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw, Penix. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
60 Eagles.
And looking to throw, Penix. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Half the 60.
Now Penix. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, here's Judkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Drag him 60.
They go play action now. Sanders on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the handoff, this is Judkins. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bison, 60 Panther 11, Panther 11. Riggs.
Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on. Set. 76, ready.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check. Cowboy 80. 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
No, here we go. Check smash. Let go.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield. Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
This is 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job there, finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. The Boydens did a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's 1st down.
Let's go.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready? 70 Lion.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Atlanta, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember.